for your Lady Buffs, left fielder number 20, Brittany Rufus.
Good evening and welcome to Schaefer Park here for Game 6 on Day 2 of the WT Invitational here in Canyon, Texas. Alex Kipfer bringing you the action as it's Northern State versus West Texas A&M. The Lady Buffs, the home team on the field, the visiting team on the scoreboard here in Game 6 as Brittany Rufus in to lead things off for WT as they face Northern State. As we take a look at the starting lineups for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Lady Buffs. Again, leading it off and playing left, it's going to be Brittany Rufus. Batting second, the center fielder, Ruby Salzman. Batting third, the shortstop, it's Megan Gerke. In the fourth spot, it's the third baseman, Diana Murtha. Batting fifth, the designated player, Gabby Valforte. In the sixth spot and playing second base, it's going to be Madison Johnson. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Cynthia Garcia. In the eighth spot and catching is going to be Braylon Booth, as this one just too tough to handle as Brittany Rufus showing off the speed. Bunt single for Rufus, as this will bring up the center fielder, Ruby Salzman. And then rounding out the order for the Lady Buffs, it's going to be the right fielder, Julie Guzman. As we look at the replay here, just gets the bunt down. Not much you can do about that. The speed of Rufus just undeniable. First pitch to Salzman, called strike one. In the circle for Northern State, it's going to be number 9, Megan Anderson, the junior right-hander from Verona, Wisconsin. Pitch swung on, missed. Rufus easily steals second base. Might have been a hit and run. As we see the replay of the steal there from Rufus. This one swung on and missed. A good rise ball from Anderson. Salzman goes down swinging.
Shortstop number 27, Megan Gerke.
Bunt attempt, the throw to third, not going to be in time to get Rufus, as it'll be 2 stolen bases for Brittany Rufus. A good job there by the Lady Buffs, executing on the base paths as time is going to be called. So Gerke stepping in. Again, one of the new transfers for the Lady Buffs has played very well, filling in at shortstop. This one a big swing and a miss. 0-2 the count now. Northern State playing their doubleheader today. They lost in 5 innings, a run rule by Texas A&M Commerce, 9-1. Anderson delivers this one, fouled off out of play. Yesterday, Northern State dropped their first game against UT Permian Basin, 13-9. And then it dropped their second game against Texas A&M Commerce, 11-7. Tomorrow at 10:30, they play UTPB once more, as that's their final game of the WT Invitational. This one up and in, misses the zone, ball 1. So 1-2 the count to Gerke. Rufus standing on third. Likely to see her try for home on a pass ball, as this one's going to be hit into right field. RBI single for Megan Gerke. And the Lady Buffs are on the board here early. 1-0 in the top of the first. As we look at the replay here, Gerke able to take an outside pitch, go the opposite way with it. A good job. As Gerke able to execute with a runner in scoring position. As this is going to bring up the third baseman, Diana Murtha. Been absolutely on fire for the Lady Buffs. This one misses the zone, ball one. As we take a look at the game earlier today, the Lady Buffs beat Fort Lewis 25-3. That was the fourth game today. Murtha 3 for 5, a home run, and 2 RBIs in that game. This one going to be called strike one to Murtha. Again, Gerke on first. Swung on and missed. A rise ball from Anderson. Again, going back to the game against Fort Lewis. Murtha 3 for 5. 3 runs scored, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. This one swung on, popped into foul territory. Going to land on the Northern State dugout. Looked like Gerke was off with the pitch. However, the count's still 2-2. 1 out, 1 on for the Lady Buffs. They're already out to a 1-0 lead. Anderson delivers. This one swung on. And the batter is going to be out as first base was occupied. Gerke will get to second. No foul tip, just off the glove of the catcher for Northern State. That was Ellie Smith. As this will bring up the designated player, Gabby Valforte. This one popped up, foul territory off the screen. Next pitch to Valforte, jammed. Fouled off down the right side, 0-2 now. This one just above the zone, ball one. Anderson delivers. This one popped up off the net. So the count will stay 1-2. This one low. Gerke going for third. She's safe. Smith behind the plate. Unable to handle that one for just a second, and it's enough for Gerke to take third. So you see the pitch here. Just low, dropped by Smith, and Gerke, the heads-up play, taking third base. This one hit just over the shortstop. Richardson unable to make that leaping grab, and it's an RBI single for Gabby Valforte. 2-0 Lady Buffs now here in the top of the first, as this will bring up the second baseman Madison Johnson as we look at the replay. It's a good pitch from Anderson. Jams Valforte, but she's able to power it through, pushing her hands through the zone and just muscle that ball just far enough over Richardson at short. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. Now into the game to run for WT. It's going to be number 24, Nikki Warren.
Number 24, Nikki Warren.
Warren, the 5'3" freshman from Orangevale, California, in to run for Valforte. This one swung on and missed. First pitch to Johnson. So the count 0-1 to Johnson. This one swung on and missed. Another pitch up and above the zone this time. As we flash back to the game earlier today, Johnson, 2 for 4, 2 hits, a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. As the Lady Buffs teed off on Fort Lewis. This one swung on and missed, and that's strike 3. Johnson goes down on strikes, and that will end the top half of the first. We go to the bottom half. The Lady Buffs lead 2-0. You're watching the WT Invitational here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network when we come back.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
And welcome back to Schaefer Park. Alex Kipper bringing you the action today. The Lady Buffs have an early 2-0 lead over Northern State. The Wolves have their work cut out for them as they're looking to avoid dropping their 4th straight game. Again, so far, losses against UTPB on Friday morning, and then a loss against Texas A&M Commerce in the second to last game yesterday. Today, another loss against Commerce in the game before this, and then down right now to the Lady Buffs as we take a look at the lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, the Northern State Wolves. Leading it off and playing center field is going to be Ashley Fauski. Batting second is the second baseman. It's going to be Shelby Novotny. And the 3 spot is going to be the designated player, Alexandria Arndt. As we see Fauski stepping into the box here. First pitch is going to be low and away, ball 1. In the 4 spot, it's going to be the first baseman, Avery Eagle. Batting 5th and playing short, it's going to be Liv Richardson. In the 6th spot and playing right field, it's going to be Hannah Smith. Batting 7th, it's going to be the 3rd baseman, Camden Barrientos. Batting 8th, it's going to be the catcher, Ellie Smith, as this one's hit into center field. A leadoff single for Fauski. And then rounding out the order for Northern State, it's going to be the left fielder, Jesse Hernandez. So we look at the replay here. Just able to take this one and slap it into center. Leadoff runner is aboard here for Northern State. First pitch way outside, as it's going to be Heidi Vortherms in the circle for the Lady Buffs. This one just misses inside, 2-0. As Shelby Novotny stepping up to the plate. This one just misses the zone. 3-0 now. Vortherms in danger of allowing back-to-back base runners. Called strike 1. That one just able to catch the inside corner. As we take a quick look at Vortherms on the season, the freshman from South Dakota making her 7th appearance, 5th start. .97 ERA in 29 innings pitched, giving up 4 runs total, all earned. This one popped up out of play. 35 strikeouts, only 4 walks for Vortherms. As she has done a miraculous job for the Lady Buffs so far. Easily has the ability to shut down opposing teams. Vortherms, the 3-2, swung on and missed. A big off-speed pitch from Vortherms. Novotny way out in front of that one. First strikeout of the game for Vortherms as we take a look at the replay here. Vortherms, the big windup, and just pulled the string. Great pitch from the freshman. 1 down here in the bottom of the 1st. This will bring up the designated player, Alexandria Arndt. First pitch called strike 1. Coming into today's game, Arndt hitting .353. 6 hits in 17 at-bats, 3 RBIs. Also has 5 walks. Called strike 2 on the lower inside part of the plate as Vortherms starting to be able to locate pitches better after almost falling out of the count against Novotny. Vortherms ready, the 0-2. Swung on and missed, this one in the dirt. The runner is going to be out as first base was occupied. Another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Vortherms. As this is going to bring up first base Avery Eagle. Two down here in the bottom of the first as Eagle steps in. First pitch just misses the zone. Might have been a little bit low and inside. 1-0 the count to Eagle. She steps in, making her 7th start. Struggling a little bit at the plate. 4 hits in 20 at-bats. However, does have 2 home runs out of those 4 hits. This one popped up in the infield. Garcia calls off 4 therms and makes the catch. Good job by Garcia. And the Lady Buffs are out of the bottom of the first. As we look at the replay here, this one skied in the air. Garcia calling off 4 therms. And a great job, everybody getting out of the way. The Lady Buffs able to hold them to a 0 in the bottom half. 1 hit. However, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for the Wolves. We're going to take a quick break, go to the top of the second. You're watching more Lady Buff softball at the WT Invitational after this.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
And welcome back to Schaefer Park. Alex Kipfer bringing you the action today. The Lady Buffs up 2-0 here in the top of the second. It's Game 6 on Day 2 of the WT Invitational. As the Lady Buffs playing their second and final game today. They took care of business in what was supposed to be a 3:30 start time. Got pushed back just a little bit as they took care of business against Fort Lewis 25-3. We're going to have a pinch hitter to start things off for WT here in the second as a check swing that's just out of the glove and out of the reach of Eagle at first. It's going to be Sydney Greason stepping up to the plate for WT. Flashing back to the Fort Lewis game, Greason 2 for 2. 2 runs, 2 RBIs, as this one's just off the glove of Anderson. Is Greason going to beat it? She will. Very, very tough play at first by Anderson. And it was actually Richardson that was able to get to the ball. But just tough to see it like that. As we look at the replay here. Great stop by Anderson to get a glove on it. And then Richardson picks it up, unable to get Greason at first. Good job. As this is going to be a check swing from Booth. The throw to second for 1. It's going to be a fielder's choice for Braylon Booth. She will reach base safely. Greason out at second.
Number 2, Julie Guzman.
And batting the right fielder, Julie Guzman. This one misses inside, ball 1. Guzman, only 1 at bat. In the game against Fort Lewis, went 1 for 1, a single, and scored a run. As this one's going to be check swung back to the pitcher. The flip to first is in time. Guzman will ground out. However, a runner will move up into scoring position. Lady Buffs back at the top of the order as we look at the replay. Another ball right back up the middle at Anderson. She's ready this time. And the underhand flip to Eagle at first. 2 down, runner on second, top of the second. WT leads by 2 as Brittany Rufus watches the first pitch above the zone, ball 1. Rufus a bunt single, 2 stolen bases and a run back in the first inning. Serious speed threat out of the box. This one outside, however, 2-0. Rufus in the game against Fort Lewis, 2 for 2. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, a triple, and a stolen base as this one's bunted back into the screen. Solid all-around day for Rufus as she continues to tear things up. 586 average this season for Rufus. 17 hits and 29 at-bats, 10 runs scored. And she said, check that. It was a bunt attempt. Home plate umpire is going to call it strike number 2, said she did go around. And that one a check swing from Rufus. This one fouled off down the left side. So the count's still 2-2. Again, Rufus lightning quick out of the box. She's showing bunt, pulls it back, and strike 3 called. Rufus watches a good pitch go by, and that will end the top of the second. WT, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom half. 5, 6, 7 due up for Northern State as you're watching Game 6 on Day 2 of the WT Invitational here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network when we come back.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular Team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA for life.
And welcome back to Schaefer Park. Alex Kipp for bringing you the action today. Bottom half of the second. WT with a 2-0 lead over the Wolves. Ivy Vortherms pitched very well in the first inning. It's going to be Richardson, Hannah Smith, and Barrientos due up this half for Northern State. First pitch going to be strike 1 to Richardson. Richardson this season hitting .304, 7 hits in 23 at-bats, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, 3 strikeouts and a walk. This one up and away, unable to get Richardson to chase. One. Just misses the zone, unable to get Richardson to chase this one low and away. Fortherms now the 2-1. Bounces in. Richardson a good eye, 3-1. Time is going to be called by Richardson now. She will reset. Low and away, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Liv Richardson. Only the 5th walk allowed this season for Fortherms.
Right fielder number 7, Hannah Smith.
This will bring up the right fielder, Hannah Smith. First pitch above the zone, ball 1. One and one the count now. Smith hitting .350 coming into today's game. This one chopped to second. Johnson steps on the bag for one. The throw to first is going to be in time. A good play by Johnson at second. Able to step on the bag and throw to first to Greason. As we look at the replay, Johnson gets it, steps on the bag, the throw just in time. A great dig by Greason. But it looks like we're going to have an umpire meeting. And it is going to be ruled an out. So it's going to be a 4-3 double play as the leadoff walk from Richardson is erased.
Third baseman number 23, Camden Barrientos.
This will bring up the third baseman, Camden Barrientos. This one hit right back up the middle, a base hit for Barrientos. 2-out single as she takes the first pitch she sees and rips it into center field. We see the replay here. Fortherms lives an off-speed pitch. Barrientos ready for it. 2-out base runner. This one called strike one as Ellie Smith at the plate now. Currently leads Northern State in average at 400 coming into today. 8 for 20, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Both of those team highs. This one popped back into the net. This one just outside. The throw back to first, not going to be in time. Booth trying to back pick Barrientos at first. This one swung on and missed. Smith strikes out here to end the second. Third strikeout of the game for Heidi Vortherms. We go to the top of the third. WT leads 2-0 as we see the replay here. Blew it right by Smith. We'll be back with Game 6 of the WT Invitational on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network after this.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
First pitch to Salzman, strike one. So Lady Buffs looking to get something going. A diving stop by Richardson, but no chance on the throw.
Shortstop number 27, Megan Gerke.
This is going to bring up Megan Gerke as Salzman on first base after the infield hit. Gerke 1 for 1 today, started the scoring. Salzman safe at second. This one hit in the air, right field. Smith, after this one, she'll make the catch. Salzman tagging up. It's a pretty good throw, just a little bit offline. Fly out from Gerke. Moves the runner up.
Third baseman number 12, Diana Murtha.
We saw the nice throw there from Smith, just not in time to get Salzman. Now batting Diana Murtha. Playing third base for WT. This one, check swing. She didn't go. 1-1 the count to Murtha. She struck out in her last at bat. Check that. It's going to be a check down to the first base umpire. She did go. So the count 0-2 on Murtha. This one hit in the air, right side. Novotny underneath it, makes the catch. Salzman will hold at third. This is going to bring up the designated player, Gabby Valforte.
The DP number 9, Gabriela Valforte.
First pitch to Valforte, grounded up the middle. It's scooped up by Richardson. The throw to first is in time. We're going to the bottom of the third here at Schaefer Park. WT leads 2-0. They strand one on one hit. We'll be back with more of Game 6 of the WT Invitational after this.
Your attention, please.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
And welcome back to Schaefer Park. Alex Kipp for bringing you the action today. Bottom half of the third. New pitcher into the game. Check that. Same pitcher into the game. Borthorn still in the circle for the Lady Buffs. Jesse Hernandez coming up to the plate for Northern State. They trail 2-0. First pitch hit down the left field line, but foul. Rufus chasing after that one. Unable to get there. 0-1 the count on Hernandez. One and one the count now to Hernandez. This one hit into right field. It's a base hit. No throw from Guzman.
Center fielder number 15, Ashley Bowski.
So we see that ball just in between Greason and Johnson. Top of the order due back up now for the Northern State Wolves. Borthorn delivers this one. Just misses the zone. Bunt attempt shown by Fauski, pulled back. 1-0. Bunt attempt popped back into the net. This one called strike 2 from Vortherms. A good pitch from the freshman. This one swung on and missed. Bowski. Fourth strikeout victim for Vortherms, as we see here just reaching for that one.
Second baseman number 3, Shelby Novotny.
This will bring up the second baseman, Shelby Novotny. This one bunted in the spot. Greason throws the first. A good job by Greason, able to get to that ball. So it'll be a sack bunt for Novotny, as this will bring up the designated player, Alexandria Arndt. This one, a beautiful bunt from Novotny, able to get it just past Vortherms on the mound, but Greason just able to get to it. Sliding throw from the knees. This one swung on and missed. This one hit in the air left field. Rufus underneath it. She makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Arndt got underneath that one. However, the Lady Buffs able to get out of it. As we look at the replay, Vortherms delivers this one. Arndt lifts it into left field, but Rufus makes the catch. We go to the top of the fourth. The Lady Buffs lead 2-0. We'll be back with more of Game 6 of Day 2 at the WT Invitational after this.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
And welcome back to Schaefer Park. Alex Kipp for bringing you the action today. Madison Johnson in to lead things off for the Lady Buffs as the first pitch swung on and missed from Anderson. Bunt got down by Johnson. However, it's fair and right into the arms of Avery Eagle. She runs. 3 unassisted as this will bring up Sydney Greason.
Now batting number 1, Sydney Greason.
This one swung on and missed, as Anderson has had the rise ball working all game. Again, the Lady Buffs were able to get 2 runs across in the first. A bunt single from Rufus. 2 stolen bases. Gerke a single into right field. They gave WT a 1-0 lead as this one swung on and missed as well. And then Valforte, an RBI single into left field. This one popped back to the net. Smith catching it off the net, however, does not count. Still 0-2 the count on Greason. This one fouled back into the net again. Greason fighting to stay alive on the 0-2 count. Shallow center field. Trouble, but Richardson is there. A long run for Liv Richardson. 2 down as this will bring up the catcher, Braylon Booth.
The catcher, number 4, Braylon Booth.
This one hit foul off the net. 0-1 the count to Booth. Grounded into a fielder's choice her last at bat. Was stranded on base. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. The Lady Buffs lead 2-0. This one swung on and missed. Strike 3 called. Anderson retires. Booth looking 1-2-3. Go the Lady Buffs in the 4th. We go to the bottom half. 2-0 WT leads. We'll be back with the rest of Game 6 of Day 2 of the WT Invitational after this.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
And welcome back to Schaefer Park. Alex Kipfer bringing you the action today. 4, 5, 6 due up here in the bottom half of the 4th. WT leading 2-0 over the Wolves from Northern State. They're the home team on the scoreboard, the visiting team on the field, however. As WT looking to move to 4-0 this weekend. Northern State, with a loss today, would fall to 0-4 this weekend. 3 Lone Star Conference teams in this tournament, and then 3 non-Lone Star Conference teams. The only one of the non-Lone Star Conference teams to get a victory this weekend is Adams State, as they beat UTPB 7-6. As this one's lined right back, it's off the glove of Vortherms, but able to stick with it. A great job by Heidi Vortherms. That one she almost caught. As we look at the replay, this one lined right back to her. She was ready, knocked it down, able to stick with it. The throw to first is in time. Again, going back to that Adams State UT Permian Basin game earlier today, the second game of the day. Adams State down 6-1 in the bottom of the 7th and scores 6 runs to take a 7-6 victory over the Falcons. Those teams have been battling back and forth this season. Again, UTPB and Adams State played 3 times, including the 2 matchups today and yesterday. As the count is 1-0 to Liv Richardson. Second pitch from Vortherms, right back up the middle. Vortherms not able to get to this one. 1-out single for Richardson, as this brings up the right fielder Hannah Smith.
Right fielder number 7, Hannah Smith.
So we see the replay there, right back up the middle. As this brings up the right fielder, Hannah Smith. This one going to be called strike 1. One and one the count now to Smith. This one going to be chopped foul back behind the plate. She got the out, and the strikeout throw out is successful. Smith swung on and missed. Thought it was foul tip for a second. However, no foul tip. It's a strikeout throw out. As Richardson caught stealing. As that'll be it here for the 4th inning. Top of the 5th. WT leads 2-0. We'll be back on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. It's Game 6 on Day 2 of the WT Invitational. After this.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
Julie Guzman.
And welcome back to Schaefer Park. Alex Kipfer bringing you the action today. Julie Guzman in to lead things off for WT. Owen won the count to Guzman after a foul ball. This one swung on and missed. Guzman goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Megan Anderson.
Left fielder number 20.
Top of the order due up now for the Lady Buffs as Brittany Rufus steps up to the plate. Bunt attempt, popped foul. One and one the count to Rufus. She's 1 for 2 today. This one popped up. Catch is going to be made. 2 down here in the top of the 5th as this brings up the center fielder, Ruby Salzman.
Center fielder number 7, Ruby Salzman.
Rufus unable to get the bunt down successfully this time. Salzman 1 for 2 today. And let's make it 2 for 3. 2 outs, single for Salzman. As we look at the replay, first pitch Ruby sees. She sends right back up the middle. This will bring up the shortstop Megan Gerke. 1 for 2 today, an RBI single back in the first inning. Put WT on the board first. No runs since for either side. WT a 2-0 lead here, top 5. This one misses inside. Runner is off. The throw a little bit wide from Smith. Stolen base for Salzman. Count is 1-1. This one swung on and missed. A big hack from Gerke. This one grounded up the middle. A diving stop at second. Is it going to get her? It will. Shelby Novotny robbing a base hit from Gerke and preventing a run from scoring as we look at the replay. Hard hit ball. Novotny, the diving stop, the throw from the knees, and the scoop by Eagle at first. We go to the bottom half. WT leads 2-0. We'll be back with Game 6 on day 2 of the WT Invitational after this.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
And we're back here at Schaefer Park. Alex Kipfer bringing you the action today.
Leading off for the Wolves, third baseman number 23, Camden Barrientos.
Seven, 8, 9 due up this half for Northern State. Barrientos, Smith, and Hernandez. This one swung on and missed. A good off-speed pitch there, as Vortherm still dealing in the circle for the Lady Buffs. This one chopped foul down the left side. And strike 3 swinging. Another strikeout. This time, Vortherms getting Barrientos. So we look at the replay. Rise ball, unable to touch it. And Barrientos goes down for the first time today. Had a single in her last at bat. 6 strikeouts for Vortherms as this one's popped up. Gerke will make the catch. 2 quick outs for the Lady Buffs here in the 5th. This will bring up the left fielder, Jesse Hernandez. Vortherms ready again. This one popped up, foul territory off the net. Thus far, Vortherms 4 2/3. Four hits, no runs allowed. 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk. .48 pitches thus far for the freshman. This one popped up, foul territory, a chance. Gonna hit the net anyways. 0-2 the count now So the count 0-2. 2 outs, bottom 5. The pitch, low and away, ball 1. Hernandez 1 for 1 with a single today. This one just off the edge of the plate. Thought it might have been strike 3. This one swung on and missed. Vortherm's got her. The throw to first is in time. 7 strikeouts for Vortherms as that ends the 5th. WT up 2-0. We go top 6 of Game 6 here in Day 2 of the WT Invitational. We'll be back after this.
Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
In the heart of Texas.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
And we're back here at Schaefer Park. Alex Kipper bringing you the action today. 2-0. Lady Buffs lead. Top of the 6th. Going to be Murtha, Valforte, and Johnson due up this half for the Lady Buffs.
Third baseman number 12, Diana Murtha.
This one up in the zone. Two 2-0 the count on Murtha. She's 0 for 2 today. Called strike 1. A good pitch there from Anderson. Anderson again. This one misses just low. Three and 1 the count to Murtha. Gabby Valforte waiting on deck. This one's crushed into right center field. Did she do it again? She did. Diana Murtha, another home run as the Lady Buffs extend the lead 3-0. And this ball just taken the opposite way, an inside-out swing on a pitch right over the middle. And Murtha powers that ball into the night sky and the black night. As the Lady Buffs up 3-0 now. And Gabby Valforte stepping up to the plate. Again, all it takes is one pitch sometimes, and this Lady Buff offense can really get rolling. As this pitch swung on and missed, Valforte fouls it straight back. Almost had excellent contact. Could have seen home runs on back-to-back pitches. Something that we have seen happen here before at Schaefer Park. Especially with an offense as high-powered as this Lady Buff team. And Valforte almost trying for one. Again, sometimes hard to lay off and be patient to find your pitch after you see your teammate absolutely tee off on a ball and put it into the night sky here at Schaefer Park. As Murtha been on fire for WT as of late. Valforte hitting well. 1 for 2 today. Did have an RBI single. This one going to be fouled. Looks like it caught the knob of the bat. Unless they're going to say it hit Valforte on the hand or the wrist first. Not exactly sure. Tough to see from where we're at up here in the press box. And she's going to be awarded first base.
And that's a Jimmy Venture hit by pitch.
So it's going to be a hit by pitch. Northern State head coach Ashley Schilling going out there to talk to the home plate umpire to see if she can get an appeal or a secondary ruling. She's trying to say that it hit the bat. However, they're trying to say that it hit part of her hand first. So Valforte hit by a pitch.
Second baseman number 17. Madison
No outs as Madison Johnson steps up to the plate. This one going to be fouled straight back. Oh, and 1 the count to Johnson. She's 0 for 2 today. This one above the zone. A good eye on the rise ball from Anderson. Something that we've seen Megan Anderson throw a lot today. It's gotten a couple of strikeouts with it, a lot of chases. This one hit into right center field. It's going to get down. A base hit for Madison Johnson. As we look at the replay here, still no outs as Johnson takes this pitch and rips it into right center.
First baseman number 1, Sydney Greason.
Now batting, first baseman Sydney Greason. Greason 1 for 2 today, an infield hit and a fly out. She steps in, runners on first and second. Still no outs. First pitch ripped hard into left field, right by the third baseman Barrientos. 1 run will score. This one going to be a little bit wide of third, and Greason in at second. Another RBI for Sydney Greason.
The catcher, number 4.
As this will bring up Braylon Booth. So we take a look at the replay. Looked like some off speed from Anderson. Greason rips this one into left field all the way to the wall past Barrientos. And it's going to be an RBI double. 2 runners in scoring position for Booth.
Now running number 3, Malaya Delphine.
As we have a pinch runner at second base, it's going to be number 3, Malaya Delphine. 5'4" sophomore from San Diego, California. Lady Buffs up 4-0 here in the top of the 6th. Still no outs. Booth stepping in, taking her time now, actually, as she'll retie her shoe. This one misses inside. Booth chops this one foul. Booth hits this one hard down the left field line, but foul. Way out in front of that one. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 popped up behind the plate. Smith is underneath this one. Booth will pop out in foul territory. However, only the first out of the inning, as this will bring up the right fielder Julie Guzman. As we see the replay here showing bunt, pulls it back. Inside pitch, she got just underneath it. This one, a bunt attempt. And Johnson safe at home. Guzman going for 2. Bunt single and an RBI. The squeeze was on.
Left fielder number 20, Brittany Rufus.
Top of the order due up now for WT as Brittany Rufus stepping up to the plate. As we just watched the replay there, Rufus a swing and a miss this time. Not something you see very often from Rufus. This one called strike 2. Oh, 2. Rufus thought about swinging, holds it back. 1 for 3 today is Rufus. 2 stolen bases and a run scored. This one hit over into left field. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. Delphine from third. Rufus in between first and second. They're going to run at her, and she'll be safe back at first. And it looks like they're going to try to play some back and forth between Rufus and that's like 3 fake throws from Novotny as Rufus will just start moving towards second. Some throw back and forth. Time is finally going to be called, as Rufus kept going back and forth. Novotny trying to get Rufus with the fake throws.
Number 7, Ruby Salzman.
Runners on first and third. Only one out. Time is going to be called. WT leads 6-0. Ruby Salzman at the plate for the Lady Buffs. 2 for 3 today is Salzman. This one hit hard on the ground, and it's through short. Richardson unable to get to it. Now it's past left. Rufus rounding third, coming home. She'll score. Salzman in at third base. Excellent base running for the Lady Buffs. Salzman, a hard hit ball, likely would have beat out a throw to first if Northern State tried to run 2. And then Rufus, the heads up play to see that it got by Hernandez in left off of a weird bounce from the spin. And Rufus able to score from first. Salzman never stopped and is standing at third. 8-0 Lady Buffs here in the top of the 6th. It's going to be a single for Salzman, advancing to second on the fielding error by the left fielder, and then advancing to third on the throw to home, trying to get Rufus. Runner on third, 1 out. Lady Buffs have put up 6 in the top of the 6th. Megan Gerke stepping in now. She's 1 for 3. RBI single back in the first inning and a stolen base. Bunt attempt, fouled back. Again, this is the final game of Day 2 of the WT Invitational today. Tomorrow at 10:30, it's going to be UTPB versus Northern State. Bunt attempt, this one going to be thrown back to third, as Salzman will make it back safely. Game 2 tomorrow, projected time 12:30. It'll be Fort Lewis versus Texas A&M Commerce. And then the final game is going to be 2:30. West Texas A&M versus Adams State to close out the WT Invitational. 1-1, misses low. 2-1 now. Anderson thus far, 5 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 11 hits, 8 runs. All earned, 6 strikeouts, no walks in 29 batters faced. Gerke fouls this one back. However, through 5 innings, Anderson pitched very, very well. Again, a lot of hits for the Lady Buffs before. However, all of them spread out. 3 hits in the first inning that allowed both runs to come across. Only 1 hit in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth, as this one is crushed. Megan Gerke tees off on that pitch from Anderson. And it's 10-0 Lady Buffs. They've put up 8 now as we look at the replay. Pitch from Anderson off speed, and Gerke unloads on top of the batting cage in left field. Megan Gerke picking up the second home run of this inning for the Lady Buffs as they've now batted around as everything started with the Lady stepping up to the plate right now. Diana Murtha led off the 6th inning with a solo shot. She powered into right center field. And since then, the Lady Buffs have never looked back. First pitch misses low and in, ball 1. Again, to recap the start of this inning, it was the solo shot from Murtha. Valforte hit by a pitch. Single from Johnson. A double down the left field line from Greason that scored 1. The only out of this inning so far is the pop out in foul territory for Booth. As Murtha, a single up the middle into center field. After Booth popped out, an RBI bunt single from Julie Guzman. As we see the replay here, this one ripped into center by Murtha. Back to the top of the order with Rufus, an RBI single over the third baseman Barrientos as that one sailed into left field. RBI single from Ruby Salzman that ended up scoring Rufus from first as well on a fielding error by the left fielder Jesse Hernandez. And then the 2-run bomb from Megan Gerke to cap things off before we reset it. Started back where we began the inning with Diana Murtha. As this one's going to be hit just over the head of Barrientos into left field. And it's another base hit. The Lady Buffs continuing to keep things rolling. As it's Madison Johnson back up to bat for the second time this inning. As we see the replay here, Valforte takes an inside pitch and just able to power it into that gap, something that we saw her do back in the first inning as she got jammed on an inside fastball from Anderson, but was able to bloop it over the head of Richardson at short that was able to score Gerke. This one's hit back up the middle. Chance for 2, they just get 1. It's going to be a fielder's choice for Johnson. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Again, WT has put up 8 runs. 10 total on the game, 13 total hits. As it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Pitch hitting for your Lady Buffs, number 25.
It's going to be number 25, Josie Nichols. So Nichols into pinch hit for Greason, who was originally pinch hitting for Garcia. So a chance that we see Garcia come back in defensively in the bottom of the 6th. Again, thus far for WT, 8 runs in the 6th inning. They have batted around, if I'm correct, 9 hits here in the top half. Check that, 8 hits. 8 hits in the top half. This one going to be called strike on the outside part of the plate again. Guzman not credited for a bunt single. Reached base on a fielder's choice, as the runner was safe at home plate. This one misses low and away, 1-1 now. Again, Anderson started off this game very well. 2 runs on 6 hits scattered throughout 5 innings. As this one's hit into deep left center field. That one hops the wall. 1 run will score. A second coming around. Nichols will hold at second. It's a 2 RBI double for Josie Nichols as the Lady Buffs put up 2 more runs. It's now 12-0 in the top of the 6th. And Braylon Booth back up as we see the replay here. Outside pitch. Nichols goes the other way, powers this one out by the Buff Corral. So Booth stepping in. This one hit hard towards the Lady Buff dugout. This one going to be off the arm of Booth. She's hit by a pitch. And we're back at the bottom of the order with Julie Guzman.
Right fielder number 2, Julie Guzman.
15th batter this inning for the Lady Buffs, as they lead 12-0 here in the top of the 6th. Guzman chops this one to third, and Barrientos takes care of it. Another fielder's choice for Guzman, as that will end the 6th. However, not before the Lady Buffs put up 10 in the top half. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Run rule will be in effect if Northern State cannot put up 5 runs. In the meantime, we're going to take a quick break here. You're watching Game 6 on Day 2 of the WT Invitational. After this.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA for life.
And we are back here at Schaefer Park. Alex Kipfer bringing you the action today. Potentially the last chance for Northern State, as their top of the order is due up 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Lady Buffs put up 10 runs in the top half, as it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher into the game for WT. Looks like the day is done for Heidi Vortherms. It's going to be number 16, Emma Parrish. So Parrish going to come in, 6-foot right-handed freshman from Frankfort, Illinois.
Number 16, Emma Parrish.
Parrish has done a great job for the Lady Buffs this season. Coming into today's game, Parrish making her 6th appearance. Has pitched 5 1/3 innings, given up 3 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Does not have a win or a loss, as the day is done for Vortherms. But a great game for her. 5 innings pitched, only gave up 4 hits, scattered through 5. No runs, 7 strikeouts, only 1 walk in 18 batters faced. Only threw 52 pitches, averaging just over 10 pitches an inning. It's going to be Fauski, Novotny, and Arndt due up this half for Northern State. They trail 12-0. First pitch from Parrish called strike 1. Fauski this game, 1 for 2. A single back in the first, but was stranded after Vortherms settled in and retired the side. And then struck out again in the third. Her only 2 at-bats today, as this one misses low and away, ball 1. Again, if you're just joining us, WT leads 12-0, as it looks like we're going to have some questions on defensive changes potentially. Not exactly sure what the home plate umpire is looking at. Again, let me just go through the defensive lineup. Again, Rufus is in left. Salzman in center. Guzman in right. Murtha's at third, Gerke at short. Johnson at second. And Cynthia Garcia back in at first. One. Chop to second. Johnson has it. The backhanded flip. The shovel pass to first in time. Leadoff batter is retired here in the sixth as this brings up second baseman Shelby Novotny. As we see here, a lot of spin on this ball. Took a funky bounce. Johnson able to stick with it, and the backhand flip able to get Fauski in time. Novotny stepping in 0 for 1 today. Strikeout back in the first and a sacrifice bunt in the third. As this one's chopped right to Murtha. She has it. Throw to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. As the second batter of the inning is retired. Looking at the replay. Good pitch from Parrish on the inside corner. Novotny able to get a piece, but Murtha right there and ready. 2 down, bottom 6. Lady Buffs lead 12-0. Stepping in is the designated player, Alexandria Arndt. She's 0 for 2 today. Check swing, did she go? She did. The count 0-1 on Arndt, as she represents the final out for Northern State. Lady Buffs looking to go home an inning early here. Arndt showing bunt, likely to pull back with 2 outs. The 0-1. This one hit hard and deep in the air to left field, and that ball is gone. Alexandria Arndt crushes this one into the night sky, and it's a 12-1 ball game. Arndt picking up her first home run of the year as we look at this one. Right over the middle, Arndt perfectly timed, and that one crushed off the top of the batting cages. Quick mound meeting for Parrish as she gives up her first run of the season. Again, coming into today's game, Parrish was sitting with a 0 ERA through 5 1/3 innings pitched, had only given up 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, so 4 total base runners allowed, pending errors from previous games. So Arndt, the solo shot brings up Avery Eagle. First pitch chopped over the head and into left field. Murtha unable to get to that one. 2 out base hit for Eagle.
Shortstop number 4.
Northern State not done yet. This brings up the shortstop, Liv Richardson. Richardson 1 for 1 today. Had a walk to lead off the second. However, was caught up in a double play. A great job by Johnson on that one back in the second inning. Had a single with 1 out in the fourth as this one goes to the backstop. Eagle is going to take second. Going back to Richardson in the fourth inning, was caught stealing to end the inning. Hannah Smith was at the plate. She struck out. Dropped third strike, but a heads-up play from Booth to throw down to second and throw out Richardson. 1-0 the count to Richardson. This one hit to second. Johnson has it. Throw to first is in time. And that will be the ball game. The Lady Buffs take it by a final of 12-1. Heidi Vortherms improves to 4-1 on the season after an impressive 5-inning outing. The freshman from South Dakota doing a great job as we take a look at the final out one more time. Parrish delivers this one, grounded right to Johnson. Easy throw to first, and that's the ball game. Megan Anderson drops to 2-2 on the year as WT takes this one by a final of 12-1. In the meantime, that'll be all here for day 2 of the WT Invitational. West Texas A&M improves to 4-0 this weekend. They look to make it an even 5-0 against Adams State tomorrow. That game time projected 2:30. However, we'll be back up here at 10:30 with game 1 tomorrow, UT Permian Basin versus Northern State, right here at Schaefer Park. Lucas Kinsey will be on that call. So for now, I would like to thank Thunder Vision for producing another great broadcast, and I'd like to thank everybody at home for listening and watching in. We hope to see you all back here tomorrow.